Monday Tech Talks, Evacuation Drill, Duties and Responsibilities. Did you know? An emergency evacuation plan should be drilled at least twice each year and involve the participations of all persons who work or reside in the building concerned. Legal requirements. Every person who works or resides on the premises should be aware of the emergency evacuation plan for that premises. Training of persons. Every person who resides or works on the premises with an emergency evacuation plan should be suitably trained in first aid and firefighting, emergency aid, emergency evacuation procedures, and emergency management techniques. Duties of trained persons pre-drill. First aiders should ensure that the first aid box are inspected and records kept on file. Inspections include contents of the first aid box, signage to indicate its location, and the name and contact number of the person responsible for the box should be displayed on the box. First aiders should be clearly identified with a green vest or similar. Firefighters. Firefighters should inspect all firefighting equipment to ensure that they are always ready for use, and sufficient signage is displayed to indicate the location and direction of firefighting equipment. Firefighters should be clearly identifiable with a red vest or similar. Evacuation officers should conduct inspections on all walkways and escape routes to ensure that they are always kept free from obstructions, and records of the inspection should be kept on file. They should also ensure sufficient signage is displayed and maintained to indicate the location and direction of the escape routes, emergency exit doors, emergency route doors, and the emergency assembly point. They should also be clearly identifiable with a yellow vest or similar to familiarize himself or herself with the procedures to activate and operate the alarm system, including deactivation. Emergency coordinators. They should schedule and chair the quarterly emergency procedure meetings with the emergency structure, evacuation coordinations, fire marshal, and first aiders. They should also oversee the first aiders, firefighters, and evacuation coordinators to ensure adequate emergency preparedness and response in the event of an emergency. To ensure all parts of the emergency procedure or plan are implemented and applied. Ensure the alarm systems are always maintained and ready for use. Trained in the procedures to activate and operate the alarm system. To set a date and time for the emergency evacuation drill and to sound the alarm. To ensure all visitors and occupants receive a 21 days notice prior to the drill. And to ensure adequate procedures are in place to evacuate people with a disability safely. Duties during the drill. The first aid team. Check the area that you want to enter to assist injured people that is indeed safe. Apply immediate assistance to injured people in your area of responsibility. Apply first aid to the injured. Safety first. Take the first aid box to the assembly point. Evacuation coordinators. They are in control of all people in their area of responsibilities. When instructions are given to evacuate, ensure that all employees, contractors, and visitors are evacuated. Take roll call as soon as possible to ensure that all is accounted for. Report to emergency coordinator to outcome of head count. Tend to disabled and all other injured persons. Emergency coordinator. Ensure that the emergency services have been contacted. Immediately gather at the designated emergency assembly point. Give the necessary instructions. Take control of the overall coordination of any emergency situation until professional help arrives on the premises. General notes. All who reside or work on the premises must evacuate to the assembly point by the designated escape routes as seen by the signage display in the building. Designated personnel should take roll call as soon as possible as people arrive at the assembly point to account for all people who reside or work on the premises. As soon as the roll call has been taken and all people are accounted for, it must be announced that the people can return to work. Fire doors should not be jammed in the open position. Get feedback and observation from the emergency team in a post-brief meeting. Remember to set a date for the next emergency evacuation drill.